Isolabona, seen from above, appears as a small peninsula linked to the mainland by its ancient castle. The historic center is based on the layout of an ancient Roman camp and is surrounded on one side by the torrent Nervia and on the other two by a torrent with the somewhat unusual name Merdanzo. In Italian, this name reminds you of a toilet. Here you can find people who had fun with this name, such as Mr. Roberto, who tells the story this way. You must know that throughout the area, hemp was intensively cultivated to make textiles. At the time, I made the hypothesis that the word merdanzo derived from the incredible stench that was certainly smelled here every time hemp was soaked in water. Today I hear people say that this is why the torrent has this name, but it is absolutely not true. I made up this story. Roberto is right. The torrent's name probably came from the presence of sulfur springs. A great Italian writer, Italo Calvino, practiced on this torrent. He described this place as the place where the Baron in his novel, The Baron in the Trees, came to do his business. Isolabona is also a place where great art has left its mark, as, for example, in the sanctuary of Nostra Signora delle Grazie, where you will find works that will take you through the centuries. However, I would still like to drag you into the joy of this village. There are many stories here, and I would like you to listen to Mr. Marino, a superb riddler and incomparable storyteller. We could call this story Chapelu, which means catch him, and tell you that the action takes place on Saint Sebastian's Day, a saint who protects against epidemics. When the priest would come out of Vespers, he would suddenly start running away, and the population after 10 minutes would start going after him to catch him, and everyone would shout, "Catch him! Catch him!" This strange custom was a penitence that the priest imposed on himself for failing in his duties during a plague epidemic that struck Isolabona. The parish priest, fearful of contagion, refused to go and comfort the dying and give them holy oil, limiting himself to passing in front of houses hastily, imparting absolution for sins from the outside, and then running away. The priest was saved, but he also realized that he had not done a good thing, and therefore paid his debt with the Chapelu. But here is another tradition, the scurotto, which we could translate as when night falls. The scurotto used to begin on the first day of Lent. Now it is carnival all year round, but in the past, Lent was a serious affair, and continuing the revelry of carnival on Ash Wednesday was not a good thing. The priests, for example, did not fail to criticize harshly those who celebrated when it was most forbidden. It must be said that this only happened here in Isolabona, a very transgressive village. Basically, the people and even the women would appoint a leader of the scurotto, chosen from among the most notorious drunkards, and they would merrily carry on partying while fasting and silence should have been observed. You will have realized that Isolabona is a village capable of providing stories that take you back to a very ancient past, stories that you will find on our storytellers' websites if you want to read more. You could do this by tasting a cubaita, a sweet they also make elsewhere, but which was born, our Mr. Alberto swears, right here in Isolabona.